Pepsi, the soda company, once had the sixth largest military in the world. Despite what you might think, this is a true story. But first, if you're into surprising facts and incredible stories, hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. It all started in 1959, when then U.S. President Dwight Eisenhower decided to send a bunch of American cultural icons to the Soviet Union as part of a goodwill tour. Among them was the Vice President of Pepsi, Donald Kendall, who had a brilliant idea. Why not introduce the Soviets to the sweet taste of capitalism by giving them some free samples of Pepsi? He managed to get permission from Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev to set up a Pepsi booth at a Moscow exhibition. The pivotal moment came when Kendall offered Khrushchev a cup of Pepsi, and the Soviet leader loved it so much that he wanted seconds. A photo of Khrushchev enjoying Pepsi became a sensation in the US media, helping Kendall secure a deal to sell Pepsi in the Soviet Union. But here's the twist. The Soviet ruble couldn't be converted to other currencies, so they struck a unique deal. Instead of cash, Pepsi agreed to exchange syrup for Soviet vodka, which they could then sell in the US and other markets. This deal worked well for both parties for a while, until Pepsi's popularity in the Soviet Union grew so much that they needed more syrup than the vodka could cover. So in 1989, Kendall came up with another solution. Instead of vodka, Pepsi would accept Soviet warships as payment. Yes, you heard it right, freaking warships. The Soviets had a surplus of them after the Cold War, and they were eager to get rid of them and modernize their fleet. So they agreed to trade 17 submarines, a cruiser, a frigate, and a destroyer for $3 billion worth of Pepsi syrup. That's enough syrup to make 20 billion cans of Pepsi, by the way. The $3 billion deal was signed by Kendall and Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev, and it made Pepsi the owner of the sixth largest navy in the world at that time. Of course, Pepsi had no interest in keeping warships, quickly selling them to a Swedish company for scrap metal. But for that brief moment in history, Pepsi had the might to start a soda war. Thankfully, they stuck to their mission of spreading refreshing drinks around the world. So, grab a Pepsi, sit back, and relish the tale of how a soda company briefly became a naval force to be reckoned with. If you found this story as mind-blowing as I did, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more unbelievable tales.